physical basketball game. And I have great respect for South Carolina. When they opened the season with 4, their first 6 in a row, that's you know, in the SEC. He's got them playing super hard. We felt like this would be a midweek slugfest, and it's kind of what it ended up being. We shot the ball pretty well today. Wasn't real pleased with our defense, but you know, when we get both teams in the 1-on-1, I think we both got on our heels a little bit, and so it was a parade to the free throw line.
Mark, I know coming into the season you expected some games maybe like this with a lot of fouls, but were you surprised this late in the season? I mean, you'll shoot 50 free throws and.
I told one of the officials during the game, I said, I'm not mad because we need to call these fouls. You know, that this was the emphasis this year. This was a change. This is why scoring had dropped so low. That's how we need to call the game. Teams will adjust because, you know, our game had deteriorated because we had let it get so physical. So, you know, this is how it was called early in the year. You know, we probably haven't had one like this in a while, but I'm glad that it was called that way.
Mark, you guys haven't shot too many three-pointers in terms of the game. You guys are very efficient behind the arc tonight. Was it something they're doing defensively that you saw the opportunity?
You know, we're just selective on which threes to shoot. You know, we got a pretty good feel for when to shoot the three, when to turn it down. We shot 11 in the first half, and probably only had one late that we shouldn't have taken. But it was there, so we took advantage of it, and it was good to see him go down tonight.
Coach, how did you feel about Nemi's performance tonight?
Well, Nemi was really good, and give Nemi all the credit for that. I just told the team I could have babied Nemi the last 10 days. He played well because he was determined to play well. I mean, he was determined to come in here and play well today, and give him all the credit for that.
Is your team starting to find its identity, and you think a little bit they're getting more of a?
You know, everybody said someone said this week, they asked me, you know, have we found our identity? You know, defensive rebounding. Well, you look tonight, we didn't defend very good. You know, we're still evolving as a team, and hopefully we'll establish an identity.
Coach, off to a 4-1 start. That's been since 2003. Georgia's gotten out of the gate like this, heading up to Kentucky. Better than you could have imagined, right where you want to be. I mean, just what's at hand now?
Well, we're off to a good start in the league. It took us a while to figure out how to play without Contavious. I think we've got a better understanding of how this group needs to play to win. We've protected our home court. We have a road win, and there's a long way to go in this league. There is a lot of basketball to be played, and it's way too early to talk about anything but the next game. But you know, I'm pleased with our start, and we certainly have a big challenge in Lexington on Saturday.
Coach, 39 points off the bench, 21 assists. It seems like you got just about everyone involved on offense. Can you just talk about that a little bit?
Well, we talked about making plays for each other. You know, we hadn't played well offensively the last 10 days. We really talked about trying to make some plays for each other, and we had a lot of guys off the bench really chip in and contribute. So that was really good to see.
Can you talk about Nemi's, when he comes in off the bench, being a big guy that can stretch the floor with his 3 points, what kind of pressure that puts on another team?
Well, he plays really well in that role. You know, Dante and Marcus give us you know, a terrific defense and rebounding when they start the game together. And Nemi's been a great, you know, he's been a great scoring punch off the bench for us. And he easily could start, and those guys are so unselfish they'd have no problem with it. But Nemi has played very well in that role, and so we're going to keep him there for the time being.
Coach, I noticed in the past couple of games your team has crashed the rebound boards a lot. Is that a point of emphasis for you going into the next couple of games?
Well, you have to rebound the ball to win. Okay, you have to do the dirty work to win. You have to defend and rebound, and we have. It took us a while to understand that you have to do that consistently, and so it has been emphasized, and that's been one of the keys to our success.
Coach, when you talk about getting the ball to different guys to try to help jumpstart that offense, was some of the game plan going into today to get Nemi the ball a little bit more to maybe help him get out of that slump?
Well, we've mentioned to some guys, hey, if you get a chance to get Nemi a basket, you got to get him a good look at the basket. But you know, we didn't change our offense to get Nemi better shots. He just was determined to run sharper routes and play more confidently and more physically, and give Nemi all the credit for that.
One more question.
Frazier kinda came through pretty good. Charles got in foul trouble tonight and came through pretty well for you again tonight.
Yeah, Charles, he got 2 fouls on the monitor, I think. Did they call one of them first? I'm not sure. But he was in foul trouble, so JJ was critical for us tonight, and he had some freshman errors, but he had a lot of good plays also.